What's up, everybody? It's your boy Liam. You know how we do it. Let's go. Yo, what is good, fam? Welcome back to another episode here on My Life. You're joined with your boy Liam McGill. I hope you've been good. I hope you've been well. Hope you've been having a great week and smashing out those goals. And as I say along the way, picking up some fresh kicks. Well, this week we got another sneaker review. You might have seen this one around a little bit. It has been out for a while, but today we're gonna have a dive in and look at the Salehe Bembury Water Be The Guide 2002R. So let's look at a bit of history around Salehe Bembury and his collabs with New Balance. Well, Salehe Bembury grew up in New York City, and New York City is known a lot for its sneaker culture, design and fashion. And having those three aspects and growing up, he was heavily involved and passionate around all three of those things. Now, with this love of sneakers and fashion, he later decided to go into the University of Syracuse and study design. Now, moving from this, he later reached out to Kanye and emailed him wanting to be a part of his Yeezy team. Kanye then took him and placed him a part of his design team, creating the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 and also the Yeezy 750. Now, with his success with Kanye, and he then set his eyes to be a part of Versace. He was then a part of Versace for 3 years, and now Salehe is on his own journey to create his own brand and his own name in the sneaker and fashion industry himself, which is kicking off with the 2002R and his collabs with New Balance. Well, Salehe's first collab with New Balance was the Peace Be The Guide, which is similar to the pair that I have to my left. So the shoe on my left, but instead of this turquoise colorway, it was in an orange colorway. And that was released last year in 2020 around October with a retail of $270 to $300. But why did Salehe choose New Balance, and why this particular silhouette? Well, as we know, Salehe loves fashion, but he also has a passion for being outdoors. So New Balance was a perfect brand for him, where he could design a shoe that was comfortable and was based on outdoors, and where he can also combine the luxuries of fashion and design into a sports sneaker. But besides his first pair of Peace Be The Journey, this is now his second collab on the 2002R with New Balance, and this pair is called the Water Be The Guide. The thing that I love about Salehe Bembury and his collabs with New Balance is the storytelling behind the sneakers and what he tries to show through the sneakers and also through the artwork on the sneaker boxes. So this shoe right here is based around the Havasu Falls, which is located where the Havasupai people, which is Native American tribe who live in the Grand Canyon. Now, looking at the colorway itself, it is a turquoise and green, which replicates the people, as Havasupai does mean the people of the green and blue. Looking at the box, as I mentioned, the box does have artwork on it, and this is the Havasu Falls located in the Grand Canyon. So we have that on the top of the box, and then around the box we have the tag, and then we also have Water Be The Guide. It has also Salehe Bembury and the first collab the first collaborative project between Salehe Bembury and New Balance Athletics. So we have that, and then inside the box it has more artwork. We have these three like cartoon men. I'm not too sure who these men are, or if it's Salehe himself. But yeah, I couldn't find any history around that, but that's pretty cool as well, and that's inside the box. And then the shoe just has that standard New Balance piece of paper, and then it comes with 2 extra laces in that neon green and also light pink. So moving into the shoe, as I mentioned, this shoe is of green and blue colorway, or more so a turquoise and this like neon green, which replicates the Havasu Pai people. So on the outer layer of the shoe you have this nice nappy suede which runs right across the shoe, the uppers of the shoe, and then the inner layer of the shoe you have this light pink mesh, and the mesh, looking at it, is quite white, and that is just to bring a bit of breathability when using this shoe outdoors, as Salehe intended the shoe to be used. The inner layer does run up right across the tongue, and then you also have hints of leather on the tongue here at the bottom, and then on the lateral and medial sides as well. And then you have these small features such as the Salehe Bembury, it's Bembury actually, his name right across the tongue, and then you have the N logo in this different type of material which is like kind of fluffy. I'm not too sure what type of material that is. And then you have this different feature on the heel, which is kind of like a fingerprint, but I'm not too sure what that is either. And then you have this white midsole with a hit of green, that neon green, and then the sole is a turquoise, that hit of green, and that white as well. The technology that New Balance has used on the shoe is Energy and also Absorb, which is 2 of New Balance's their own technology. Though this is extremely comfortable shoe, so comfortable levels are through the roof for me personally, and also the quality of the materials. It's New Balance, you're not gonna go wrong. Sizing of this shoe, I would say go true to size for myself. I haven't had anyone go wrong with sizing from those that I know that have the shoe, so I do recommend go true to size. So this shoe was released this year in June. I believe the retail was around $270 to $300, I believe. No, I didn't hit this shoe for retail, unfortunately, so I did have to pay a bit of resale. So shout out to Hype Beast NZ who hit me up and had this pair waiting for me to cop. My overall thoughts of this shoe, as you know, I love stories, and shoes with stories I'm a sucker for. But not only that, I love the turquoise and the green that hit on this shoe. Nevertheless, missing out on the Peace Be the Guide pair, so I had to make sure that I had this pair in my collection. So if you have the Peace Be the Guide in a US 12 and you're wanting to sell, hit your boy up, I'm keen. But anyway, moving on from that and chucking in that little wanting to buy piece there. The 2002 is a shoe that I didn't initially see myself wearing out with, you know, besides going for a run, as I grew up with my father actually wearing New Balance. So New Balance isn't a brand that I'm not familiar with, as it was whole brand for us. But yeah, so having this pair and also the protective pack pair, it has changed my mind on it, where you can wear it as make it look like it's a fitness runner, but also make it look fashionable at the same time. So I would say cop if you want, but resale prices are similar to what I copped them for. I did cop these for around, I think, $420, I believe it was $420. Yeah, I'm gonna go with $420. I believe I copped this pair at, and I believe prices are sitting still around that range, or not, if not that range, around $500. It is a price to pay for the shoe, but it also is a hard shoe to find. So I would say that if you can find it locally, go for that first before hitting the apps where you'll be spending an extra $200 on top of that $500 price here in New Zealand. But yeah, that's about it with the shoe. So here's some on foot looks. Well, I hope you enjoyed my take on the Salehe Bembury 2002 Water Breather Guide. But before you go, I'd love if you like this video, subscribe down into my channel, and let me know how you're feeling about my current sneaker reviews, and I guess something that I could be better on as we grow together. Comment on. But yeah, that is me, team. Have a great day. We'll catch you guys soon for another sneaker review. Peace.